I haven't seen Sunny V2 in a while. The last video I saw was how Chris was gonna ruin Mr. Beast. So, and people gave him hate for that, but he was kind of right. He was kind of right, but not for the same reason, but he was still right. So, yeah, he was still right, and people gave him hate for that. So.
Angry Birds was everywhere. They had multiple different games, toys, and movies.
Yeah, bro. Hold up. I would be on Angry Birds like crazy, bro. But there would be so many fucking levels, bro. I got tired of it so fast. Jeez, bro.
Millions of dollars. But by 2019, they were firing masses of staff, and since then things have only gotten worse. Perhaps it's just karma for stealing the initial idea. Angry Birds wasn't an original concept. In April 2009, a game was released named Crush the Castle, which required players to fire a trebuchet into a wooden structure hiding
wait, I remember this game. This is the original. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought this was a copy of Angry Birds. Angry Birds was peak, but they removed OG one. Oh, I see. You still got Angry Birds too. Watch this skits real quick, dude. If it's something dumb, I swear to God, bro.
Yes, it was just reported.
What? Speedy Gonzales. What? I'm not watching this, bro.
evil people. Well, 8 months later, in December 2009, game developer Rovio made an app named Angry Birds, which, while clearly being a rip-off, was better in every way. It had cooler, cleaner animated graphics.
If you got the OG Angry Birds, your phone worth some money? Really? Well, actually, you know what's funny? Speaking about phone being worth money, the people who bought the $10,000 iPhones for TikTok, they are screaming right now because that shit got back on the Apple Store and everything. They are screaming. Imagine spending $10K for TikTok. For TikTok, bro. Out of all the apps, TikTok. And then literally a week later, the shit comes back on the fucking App Store. Idiots. I'm dead.
And different stages, each with different levels.
Jesus
you got
Christ.
for every enemy killed, and points for every bird you didn't use.
You should have, bro. Someone would have snatched that shit up.
Scores. Throw in 5 different birds with 5 different abilities, as well as a cool, catchy soundtrack, and it's easy to see that Angry Birds was better. They developed 51 games prior to Angry Birds, none of which saw even the smallest bit of success. Therefore, when Angry Birds...
Wait, what? Really? I ain't heard any of these.
They developed.
They deserve it, bro. Why do you just download it before it gets deleted? Honestly, so for me, I deleted TikTok because for some reason they were giving so many notifications, and I'm like, I don't even use TikTok, so I'm gonna just delete this shit. And that was before the streaming shit. So then, as soon as I start streaming, I'm like, wait, I wish I would have kept TikTok because then I could have, been posting clips and shit. But you know what? It came back. So, and I had my other phone. I had an Android, and it had TikTok already on it. So, I got lucky. But yeah, yeah. Oh well, it's back now, so I'm good.
51 games prior to Angry Birds.
Wait, no, I've heard of this one. Wait, did I? I think I played this one. And then Need for Speed Carbon. This one didn't sell.
None of which saw even the smallest bit of success. Therefore, when Angry Birds took only 2 months to become the #1 paid app in 60...
They're gonna delete it later again unless some American buys it. But I'm pretty sure it's back on the App Store because a company is gonna buy it. Because they only extended the ban to 90 days, but it wasn't gonna go back on the App Store. So then randomly it got back. It came back on the App Store. So I'm assuming, yeah, they delayed the deadline, but they still wouldn't be able to have it on the App Store. Like they delayed it and it wasn't on the App Store. Like it was, you can use TikTok, but you still weren't able to search for it or whatever. So yeah, you bought TikTok. Oh my God. Thank God for you, bro. Oh my fucking gosh. Thank God.
countries, they understandably took the chance to milk it. They'd make loads of different varieties like Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Space,
milk that shit. Milk it.
Become the #1 paid app in Apple's App Store with 6 to 7 million paid downloads. By the end of Angry Birds' first year, they'd made $10 million US.
Damn!
Players still demanded more. We have so many fans who have asked for the plush toys, so these are going to be available in a couple of weeks. And we're really trying to build Angry Birds.
The Star Wars.
Franchise. It took only 4 months before that announced 60,000 Angry Birds soft toys have been sold, as the game itself became the best-selling paid app of all time. Within Angry Birds itself, they'd implement microtransactions like Mighty Eagle, which allowed players.
Oh my god, they're the first transactions. They're the first ones to do it. Yeah, forget about EA. EA wasn't the first one to do it. Angry Birds was the first one to do it. Oh my goodness.
To clear entire levels, with celebs like Justin Bieber even advocating for it. Angry Birds made $100 million in 2011.
God damn!
Employees in the beginning of the year to 224 employees by the end of 2011. 5 months later, they set a new world record. First mobile game series to reach 1 billion downloads.
Holy shit!
Double their revenue again by the end of 2012. At which point they started to face a serious problem. The game was getting stale. They'd made multiple different Angry Birds versions.
To be fair, like, if you were in their situation, oh shit, my bad, cuzzo. If you're in their situation, like, what other game would you do? Like, the only thing I could think of, like, at that point, you gotta like copy other games. But just like reinvent it. I mean, that's how you started out, so you might as well just, different mechanics and shit. Because when you make that album, make it a collab with Trev. Never in a million years, bro. They ruined Angry Birds so much to just watch the video. The devs are so stupid. Okay, let's hear it.
But hadn't changed the concept in over 3 years. As a result,
goddamn, bro, yeah.
Come on, man. Profits more than halved, with Angry Birds falling to 59th in the App Store, forcing the franchise to try a new format.
Okay, here we go.
Angry Birds Go at the end of 2013, and while this was somewhat of a Mario Kart ripoff, people absolutely loved it.
So I mean, it's fun. It is good fun. It looks good.
Yeah. Wait. Oh my gosh. They need to hire me. I literally just said copy other games. They need to hire me. First of all, I never knew they did a Mario Kart thing with Angry Birds. I never knew that. This is the first time I'm seeing this shit.
Professional reviewers gave it 7.7, while people on Reddit called it their favorite Angry Birds game and perfection at its finest. Rovio therefore continued to experiment, releasing an RPG game named Angry Birds Epic, which again received incredible reviews, rating the latest Angry Birds title is a welcome addition to a franchise.
So what the fuck happened?
Hasn't seen much change since its inception back in 2009. Similarly, users said it might be the best RPG title I've ever played.
And honestly, a pretty solid.
I didn't even know about this either.
They went with here really worked and paid off.
The only problem was these games didn't sell merch like the original Slingshot format. Therefore, merchandise sales plummeted, while total 2014 revenue dropped, and profits fell 73% to 10 million euros. As a result, media outlets reported Rovio lays off 110 people as Angry Birds hype fades, representing 14% of the company's workforce. They
that ain't nothing.
Decline with yet another experiment, Angry Birds Pop, which was pretty unsuccessful.
Right.
A Reddit thread asking out of all the Angry Birds games, which one do you think is the worst? Pop was mentioned many times over. Therefore, they'd go back to basics and put out Angry Birds 2, the official sequel, although many called it a downgrade from
my nigga. If you're doing good with other like spin-offs, like aside from the original mechanic, why would you then go back to the original mechanic? These guys are kind of idiots. I mean, a lot of developers are kind of idiots, bro. Like, whatever. I only played OG Angry Birds and one random other one. This room. Okay, well, I played the OG Angry Birds, and then I played the Star Wars one, and then I think that's it. I didn't even know they had the Mario Kart one. I didn't know they had the RPG one. I didn't know any of this, man. I was an iPad kid, but I guess I guess I missed out on this, bro. React to some low tier god. Oh my gosh, what is he gonna say? He's gonna say like he's gonna say some devious shit. They distract people with yeah. Oh, Vaddy is still an iPad kid at heart. Actually, I am, bro. I cannot eat without watching something. I am still an iPad kid, bro.
The sequel was filled to the brim with microtransactions, clearly annoying the fanbase who wrote, "This is a very greedy game that keeps sucking money out of you. If you play well, the game becomes harder and harder until it's impossible, and then you either have to replay each level 10 times or buy gems.
Yeah,
the game is just trying to throw you off balance and get under your skin so that you pay more." The official IGN review said the game took significant steps backward for the massively popular series. Angry Birds 2 is missing key parts of what made previous games so universally compelling to gamers both hardcore and casual, young and old. Still, due to its intense monetization, Angry Birds 2 became their highest earning game. Surprisingly, however, that very same year, that announced losses of almost 15 million and would fire a further third of their workforce, this time being over 200 people.
God damn. Yo, what's up, man?
Angry Birds was dead until they'd make an unexpected comeback.
What did they do?
They'd spend the previous 3 years privately developing the Angry Birds movie at a cost of 73 million.
That's when this shit came out. Oh, I see. I didn't. Well, I mean, there's still clips till this day from the fucking Angry Birds movie, bro. The Angry Birds movie did really good. And I did watch it. I remember that fast fucking guy, fucking fast guy. He wanted to fuck all the chicks there. You remember that one clip where he wanted to fuck everyone? Damn. Okay. Yeah. I hate games like that. Oh my gosh, microtransactions. Oh my god, these were the original EA Sports, bro. Well, what game was it where EA was doing so many microtransactions? I don't even remember.
A risky bet, but with a star-studded cast and a fun little story, the
Angry
Birds movie did surprisingly well. It made over 350 million from its 70 million budget and put Angry Birds back into the public spotlight. People began replaying their previously released games, while Angry Birds theme parks popped up in different countries. Media outlets reported Rovio Games had its best year ever in 2016.
Now, here's what they should have done. So like back then when a movie came out, they would make a game as well, right? With all the Spider-Man games, bro. I mean, we had one of the best Spider-Man games come out because of that movie, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they should have done. They should have made a fucking game, bro, at the same time. If they made a game at the same time, profits would have scored. They would have soared. They would have went up. They would have went up, bro. They should have. Are you doing reels today? I don't think so. Well, I mean, I might as well. I don't have a lot of shit to react to, so I might as well. Did you watch the Invincible episode? I did not. I'm gonna watch it after this. Cause I don't watch it alone. So if I watched it alone, I would watch it at 3 a.m. when it comes out. But you know.
However, the gaming releases that Angry Birds
react to Invisible episode on your Patreon. As much as I would like to copy what Dante is doing, well, to be fair, I mean there are reaction channels. You know, first of all, I technically would have it as a separate channel, and then kind of what reactions channels do, they upload parts of the episode on YouTube, and then the full episode is on Patreon, yada yada, whatever. But I don't watch stuff alone. Like I watch it with my girl. So as much as I would like to, I mean, she hasn't watched a lot of the shows anyways, why the fuck am I telling you this? I'm not doing it.
was known for was still declining in quality. In his video, I played and ranked every Angry Birds game so you don't have to. Jake Miller talks about Angry Birds Action.
Angry Birds Action was the start of using the new anthropomorphic designs from the movies in their games, which I think most fans agree was the real beginning of the end for the series.
Which happened to be the first game after the movie.
Okay. I said to make a game, but not make it like that, you dumbass. Not like that. So they actually fumbled. Oh my god, bro. Watching the Invincible show is a good story build-up for a porno. What? What? Excuse me?
Similarly, in the Reddit thread asking about the worst Angry Birds game, one user implied it was most of them after the movie's release. Said games included Angry Birds Fight, aka a Candy Crush ripoff, as well as Angry Birds Match, which was described as extremely bland. However, thankfully for Rovio, their older titles were still extremely popular, with Angry Birds 2's revenue growing 47% in 2018, despite it being over 3 years old. This gave them the budget to make a second movie. However,
they made a second movie? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know they made a second movie. Oh, I am so out of the loop. Wait, what?
$65 million bet didn't pay off so well this time. Forbes wrote Angry Birds 2 is worse than the original in nearly every way, whilst Rotten Tomatoes critics added a distressingly ineffective sequel that grows less and less interesting and more tiresome as it unfolds. Still, the movie made a profit of $82 million right as the company was making some weird changes.
That's a good thing.
Despite their older games being low maintenance, Rovio decided to completely stop updating them. Then, without explanation, some of the older beloved titles, including the original Angry Birds, were deleted from the App Store. When people began to talk about what they'd done, people made compilations stating Angry Birds was dead. There were comments like, "Remember when Rovio actually cared?" whilst hashtag #BringBack2012 began to trend on Twitter. Things got so bad that Rovio apologized, stating they only did it as maintaining the highest quality of updates and live operations isn't possible with our older games. In response to the backlash,
are they gonna remake it?
They plan on redeveloping Angry Birds Classic, which was re-released on the App Store.
Well, I guess TTS is working. What the fuck? I'm an Angry Bird the way I shoot inside you. No, that's crazy, bro.
In 2022,
no, that's crazy,
at a price
bro.
Of $1.99 with no in-game purchases, they'd changed Classic's name to Red's First Flight, making it harder to find in the App Store, thus prompting players to buy the more profitable games. This successfully fooled some people who struggled to find it on the App Store. However, others knew exactly what Angry Birds was doing. They got rid of the old ones so that you would have no other choice than to play
scammers.
Games. They despised the games that made the company and so lost its spirit. Rovio basically confirmed this, openly stating they changed the name due to the game's impact on our wider games portfolio. They further requested that fans continue to bring that passion to our live Angry Birds Slingshot games, such as Angry Birds 2. However, players weren't too happy. We hope those fans can continue to bring that passion to our other games which have been designed to be more psychologically manipulative and stuffed with more microtransactions.
So they fucked themselves, bro. They fucked themselves in the ass. I just know the CEO is an Indian. Let's search it up right now. What's the company name? It's Revio. Hold on.
Slingshot games such as Angry Birds 2. However, players.
Okay. Let me see. I know they're Indians. I know they're Indians. They're not escaping the allegations. Never mind, this is a fucking white male. Okay, my bad. Oh, wait, no, that's the new CEO. What's the old one? Let me see. Hold on. What's the old CEO? Hold on. Oh, no, he's white too. Well, maybe that's why the game maybe that's why the games are doing so bad. Damn. He's part Indian, I swear. show us? Okay, literally, he's white, bro. He's white, bro. I thought he was Indian. Okay, well, actually, no. The new one should have been the Indian, but this guy's just bald. That's it. He's just bald. He's no Indian. He's no Indian. So, oh well.
Weren't too happy. We hope there to be more for you. The drama was so severe, it seemingly halted any future games, as Angry Birds Classic is still the most recent title, released way back in 2022. In 2023, Rovio was sold to Sega, although this has done little to fix their reputation. One recent tweet expressed, "I very much still love Angry Birds. That said, the current state of it is dog shit. My hope for the franchise is at an all-time low right now. I'll just continue to enjoy what I love about it, but it's sad to see what it's become. Despite everything, Angry Birds isn't finished, as they just announced they're making a third movie, although with the rest of the franchise in decline, its performance might be interesting."
Oh yeah. Pornhub streams would go crazy.